Welcome, high-value men. Today we're diving into a concept so simple yet so powerful that it can redefine the way women perceive you. Let me start by asking you a question. If there were two words, just two, that could instantly transform your interactions with women, would you want to know what they are? Before you jump to conclusions, these aren't magic words or some gimmick. They're real, practical, and already a part of your vocabulary. The only problem? Most men overlook them entirely, not because they're hard to use, but because they don't understand their true impact. Now here's a quick favor I'd like to ask. If you find this video helpful, comment yes. If not, comment no. Your feedback helps us create content that resonates with you. Sound fair enough? Great. Let's get started. Imagine for a moment that a simple shift in the way you speak could change everything. Words have the power to inspire, to build trust, and to leave a lasting impression. But here's the catch. Too many men get it wrong. Instead of projecting confidence, they shy away from clarity. Instead of leading, they hesitate. And instead of standing out, they blend into the background. In this video, I'm going to show you how to flip the script. By the end, you'll not only know what these two words are, but also how to use them with intent and confidence. This isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about mastering the art of authentic communication, the kind that inspires respect and admiration. So, stick around and let's unlock this together. Let's start by addressing the mistakes that many men make when communicating with women. These missteps aren't always obvious, but they silently undermine your confidence and the way you're perceived. Once you're aware of them, you'll see how easy it is to turn things around. First, let's talk about indecisiveness. Picture this. You're having a conversation with a woman, and she asks for your opinion on something simple, like where to go for dinner. Instead of confidently stating your preference, you respond with something like, "I'm okay with anything," or "whatever you prefer." At first glance, this might seem polite or considerate, but here's the problem. It doesn't convey confidence. Instead, it sends a message that you're unsure of yourself. And let's be honest, uncertainty is not attractive. Women are naturally drawn to men who know what they want and aren't afraid to express it. Being overly passive can make you come across as unremarkable, even forgettable. Another common mistake is being too accommodating. Always putting her wants above your own might feel like the nice thing to do, but it often backfires. Why? Because it gives the impression that you're trying too hard to please her, which can come across as needy. Women value men who are considerate, yes, but not at the cost of their own self-respect. When you constantly defer to her preferences without sharing your own, you unintentionally make yourself seem less confident and less interesting. Finally, let's address hesitation and overthinking. How many times have you second-guessed yourself before saying something? Maybe you were worried about sounding wrong or being rejected. This hesitation doesn't just make you miss opportunities, it also signals a lack of self-assurance. Women notice when you're unsure of your words, and it can create a subtle barrier in your interactions. Here's the truth. None of these mistakes are about being bad or wrong. They're simply habits that don't serve you well. The good news? They're entirely fixable. By recognizing these patterns, you can start replacing them with behaviors that reflect clarity, confidence, and decisiveness. And that's exactly what we're going to explore next. Now that we've identified the mistakes, let's talk about a simple but incredibly powerful solution. The phrase, "I want." At first glance, these two words might seem ordinary, even insignificant. But when spoken with purpose and confidence, they hold the key to transforming the way women perceive you. "I want" is not just a phrase, it's a statement of intent. It shows that you're clear about your desires and confident enough to express them. This clarity is magnetic because it reflects decisiveness, a quality that instantly sets you apart in a world where many people hesitate or shy away from being direct. Think about it. When you say, "I want," you're removing the guesswork. You're making your intentions known in a way that is both bold and respectful. This isn't about being demanding or overbearing. Instead, it's about embracing your desires without apology and communicating them with authenticity. For example, imagine you're asking someone out. Instead of saying something vague like, "Maybe we could hang out sometime," you look her in the eye and confidently say, I want to take you to dinner this Friday. Do you feel the difference? The first statement leaves room for uncertainty, while the second exudes clarity and confidence. It tells her you've thought about what you want and are unafraid to express it. But the power of I want goes beyond just dating. It applies to any interaction where you want to convey strength and decisiveness. Whether it's stating your preferences in a conversation, expressing your career goals, or even deciding what to do on a weekend, I want sets the tone for leadership and self-assurance. The beauty of this phrase lies in its simplicity. Unlike complex strategies or rehearsed lines, I want is easy to remember and even easier to use. It's already part of your vocabulary. You just need to start using it intentionally. And when you do, you'll notice how people begin to respond to you differently. Women in particular will find this clarity and confidence incredibly attractive because it's so rare. Now that you understand the power of I want, let's move on to how you can incorporate it into your daily interactions to create meaningful and lasting impressions. How to use I want in real life. Understanding the power of I want is one thing, but applying it in real-life situations is where the magic happens. Let's explore a few scenarios where these two simple words can completely change the dynamic of your interactions. 1. When asking for a date. Imagine this. You meet someone you're interested in, and instead of saying something indecisive like, "If you want, we could hang out sometime," you confidently say, "I want to take you to dinner this Friday." This approach leaves no room for ambiguity. It's direct, intentional, and shows that you've already thought about what you want. Women appreciate this level of clarity because it eliminates the guesswork and instantly communicates your confidence. Number 2, when building interest. Now let's say you're in a conversation and want to express genuine interest. Instead of beating around the bush with vague statements like, "We should meet up sometime," you say, "I want to get to know you better. How about we grab coffee this week?" This statement is straightforward and refreshing. It tells her exactly where you stand while showing honesty and respect. Number 3, in long-term relationships. Even in established relationships, I want can be a game changer. Picture this. Instead of saying, "Whatever you'd like is fine," you say, "I want to spend more time with you this weekend. Let's plan something special together." This not only shows initiative, but also demonstrates that you value her and the time you share. It's a small shift that leaves a big impact. 4. Expressing preferences. The power of I want isn't just limited to romantic relationships. Imagine you're deciding on plans with friends or colleagues. Instead of saying, "I'm okay with whatever," you assert your choice by saying, "I want to try that new restaurant downtown." People respect decisiveness, and by expressing your preferences, you naturally position yourself as a leader in the group. 5. Handling disagreements. Sometimes your suggestions might not align with hers, and that's okay. Let's say you propose, "I want to go hiking this weekend," but she prefers something else. Respond with understanding. "No problem, let's figure out something that works for both of us." This shows confidence without being overbearing, striking the perfect balance between clarity and compromise. By incorporating I want into your everyday interactions, you'll notice how people respond differently. Women, in particular, will appreciate the strength and decisiveness you bring to the table. And over time, this small change will reshape how others perceive you, both in relationships and beyond. Now that you understand the power of I want and how to use it, let's take things a step further. Mastery doesn't come from knowledge alone, it comes from consistent practice. So here are some practical tips to help you integrate I want into your daily life, along with a challenge that will push you to build this skill naturally. 1. Practice intentional conversations. Start small. In your daily interactions, focus on being clear and direct about your preferences. Whether you're ordering food, deciding weekend plans, or discussing a project at work, make a conscious effort to say, "I want." For example, instead of saying, "I don't mind," try, "I want to sit by the window." This small change makes a big difference in how people perceive you. 2. Use I want in meaningful moments. Look for opportunities to use I want in situations that matter most. If you're in a relationship, take a moment to express your feelings with confidence. Instead of saying, "Maybe we could spend time together," say, "I want to spend more time with you this week." This clarity not only strengthens the connection, but also shows that you're intentional about your actions. 3. Balance confidence with respect. Confidence is attractive, but it's equally important to be respectful. When you use "I want," ensure that your tone is calm and inviting. For instance, if someone disagrees with your suggestion, respond with understanding. That's okay. What works best for you? This approach conveys confidence while maintaining harmony in the interaction. 4. Observe and reflect. Pay attention to how people respond when you use "I want." Notice if they seem more engaged or if the dynamic of the conversation shifts. Reflect on these moments at the end of the day. Did you feel more confident? Did the interaction feel smoother? These observations will help you refine your delivery and build even greater self-assurance. The challenge: use "I want" 5 times a day. Here's your challenge. For the next week, make it a goal to use "I want" at least 5 times a day. This could be in any situation: work, social settings, or personal relationships. The key is to be intentional and direct. Track your progress by noting how you feel after each interaction and how people respond. At first, it might feel uncomfortable, but that's part of the growth process. Over time, this habit will become second nature. Why this challenge works. The more you practice using "I want," the more natural it becomes. You'll start to notice a shift, not just in how others treat you, but in how you see yourself. Confidence is built through action, and this simple exercise will help you embody the clarity and decisiveness that high-value men are known for. So, are you ready to take on this challenge? Start today. Use "I want" 5 times, reflect on the results, and watch how this small adjustment transforms your interactions. Let's make it happen. Conclusion. Let's wrap this up by revisiting what we've covered today. The phrase "I want" is far more than just 2 words. It's a mindset, a declaration of intent, and a reflection of your confidence. When used thoughtfully, it has the power to transform the way people perceive you, especially women. It communicates clarity, decisiveness, and self-assurance, all qualities that high-value men embody. Remember, using "I want" isn't about being demanding or self-centered. It's about expressing your desires in a way that's respectful and confident, creating opportunities for genuine connection and mutual understanding. Whether it's in your personal relationships, professional interactions, or even casual conversations, these 2 words can set you apart in ways you never imagined. But knowledge alone won't change anything. It's action that creates transformation. That's why I'm challenging you to put this into practice starting today. Use "I want" intentionally, at least 5 times a day for the next week. Pay attention to how people respond and how you feel. I guarantee that by the end of the week, you'll notice a difference, not just in the way others treat you, but in the way you carry yourself. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How do you plan to use "I want" in your daily life? Comment below and let me know your thoughts. Your experiences might inspire someone else to take that first step. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the Stoic Golden Rule, and share this with someone who could benefit from it. Your support helps us continue to bring you insights that elevate your confidence, relationships, and overall mindset. Remember, high-value men don't wait for permission, they take initiative. So, start today, make your intentions clear, and watch as your life begins to transform. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.